Well, today I have with me someone who dons many a hats. She's an ace banker, a singer, and a social activist. Amruta Fadnavis, welcome to ET Now. Thank you so much for your time. And the first question on my mind is, how do you do and take up so many roles one at a time and all at the same go?
First of all, we are celebrating Women's Day, so happy Women's Day to all your viewers. And I must say that I'm learning, and I learn from every woman, and especially women of Mumbai. You see the way they live their lives. Most of them are working women, but taking care of families, balancing it out. And in fact, the middle class women, you would see them packing dabbas for the family, then going, rushing to their respective trains for their offices, coming back again working. So I in fact wonder how they manage. For me, I have so many helping hands. I just need to, I need to nurture visions or tasks for every day, and that makes it very easy. Plus, if you have the desire, you can do anything and everything.
So tell me, how did Amruta Rana De become Fadnavis? Let's first talk about the love story. How did you guys meet?
So it is not a love story.
Okay.
It's a very properly arranged marriage. And my mother and his mother, both of them met first because they were looking for a suitable bride for Devenji, and similarly was my mother looking for that. So they met and they found the profiles interesting, and they thought that we might match up. So they insisted both of us, that we should meet. Subsequently, we met at Devenji's friend's place, and we spoke a lot on different topics. And eventually, after 6 months, I took a call that, okay, he's the right person to get married to. And then we got married.
Okay, yeah. Great. I'll come to that bit in just a bit. But first, I want to know, how did the interest in banking actually come up?
So banking, my parents are doctors. My dadaji, dadiji, even nana, nani, they are all into medicine field. And I used to love looking into their accounts. And I used to help in the nursing home accounting also. I have been a passionate singer since my childhood. I've been learning. That too I learned from my father. Yes. Again from my father, because he is like a tennis player even now at the age of 75, and he wins veteran matches.
Wow.
So it came through him, music and tennis. And my banking came through my dadaji, who was a very meticulous accounts manager also for the house. So he gave this lineage to me, and I also started enjoying that. So I thought I will do this, and simultaneously I'll also nurture my musical capabilities, which I continued. And that's how I went into these areas also, thanks to what I started learning from early childhood.
You know, in the past, and especially with us, we come across many researchers, bankers, and it's not been an easy journey for a woman to be in the world of finance. Were there any challenges that you faced in the banking industry, being a woman?
I was into different fields in the banking industry. I started in fact, I was a trainee initially, and I started in the cash department. I was a cashier, and I derived huge pleasure in stroke tallying my cash at the end of the day. And from there, I became, even I graduated to becoming a branch manager of a premium branch in my hometown, Nagpur. I managed the wealth of selected few in terms of their investments and their cash management services, their accounts. So it was interesting later in banking also, because I diverted to the subject which I was personally interested in. And after that, when I shifted to Mumbai, I was a bit into the treasury, and currently I'm into transaction banking. Post-corona, I'm working part-time, and my bank has been good enough to give me that leisure and pleasure. Yeah.
Great. So tell me, banking, singing, and also you're a social activist who's picked up so many passionate causes. Tell me how closely you're working with the women community, especially when it comes to building up women and especially when it comes to financial literacy, because that's so important.
So, through my foundation, we have started many initiatives. Some of them are for acid attack victors. We call them victors, not victims.
Okay.
We counsel them, we help them with medical treatments, we have helped them with starting their own little startups. Few of them we've helped with arranging finances for their housing and different other things, even schooling for a little girl who was attacked with acid because of the jealousy of a man who couldn't take a no from her elder sister. So both were attacked. So there have been very bad cases which we have encountered. Then we have been working for the wellness of children of deceased farmers, so girls and boys, and we see to it that they do not get into the thought of suicidal tendency because they see their father doing that. We do a lot of wellness programs for blue collared workers. It's called Sakshama, wherein we give wholesome training to the women, like women sweepers, women constables and below, police officers, and other women officials in government and private sectors who are blue collared. So we give them overall training for self development, for soft skills, gynecological counseling, and other than that, a little bit of financial literacy. So we started that long back, but lately, yesterday only with NSC, we partnered for financial literacy of women and men. We started with self-help group of women, wherein we would give them a 360-degree view into what and how to manage the finances in terms of investments, in terms of loans, in terms of calculating various ratios of various kind of investments, particularly when they start with equity and so many other things, basic things to start with. So we have started this because I'll tell you the story behind it.
Yes, please.
I've also undertaken few villages, and one of the villages I'd been to, it's in the remote areas of Nagpur district, and there I met a lady, and she was very unhappy. She was earning well for her life, which was around 15,000-20,000.
Yes.
But her husband used to take away her money, and he used to spend it the way he wanted. So she was little educated, she was earning, but she couldn't get her money to earn, and that's why she didn't complete this circle which we call empowerment. Empowerment is about managing your own money. It doesn't complete with that part not being there. So we thought that we'll do this nationwide, and this is the first step. With the help of NSC, we have started it, and we'll access various groups, housewives, remote village women, and various other, as I said, blue collared women of various government bodies. We will target all of them, and housewives be here. They get their PIN money like from their husbands. They take care of the household budget and expenses, but they can still save for the rainy day or for themselves. And women have always been great investors. We have always seen women investing into gold since years, and that pays them well mostly.
Yeah, and right now with it being at an all-time high, why not?
Boom in gold, yeah.
So tell me, is it a fair question to ask? I'm guessing in the Fadnavis household, you must be the money manager?
Yeah, I'm the money manager for myself and my near and dear ones, definitely, yeah.
Right.
But Devinji has no money, so I don't manage his money.
Well, you make your money grow. But I definitely want you to, leave us with a message for all our women audiences and, all the target groups that you work so closely with as to why it's so important to not just earn your own money, but to invest it wisely.
We all know how the inflation goes. We all know idle money is no money at all. So, as they all say that how your life encircles you is first you learn, then earn, then make your money earn, then return. Unless your money earns for itself, it will be like a double-throated life for you, because you will be running here to earn money, and here your money would be depreciating and you would not attain your financial goals. So you have to decide what you want financially and work accordingly. There are different class of assets: debt class, equity class, hybrid classes, very secure investments, even government schemes. So we just have to know what these are. It's like very easy for anyone, even a child can understand if taught properly. So we should know this and take our financial decisions. It helps us to support the family, it helps us to support for contingencies, it helps that we stay strong and we are not taken granted, or there is no violence or other acts of domestic violence or other acts which are not to be done, but we do bear them because we are not financially independent.
Yeah, absolutely. So if I have to ask the wealth manager and banker Amruta, what's the best asset class to invest in right now for the next 1 year, for 3 years, and the next 5 years?
I would always say I'm a nationalist, and I would say invest in India, invest in emerging equities, study them well. In fact, the equity market also, by way of mutual funds, by way of SIPs, or directly into good companies. I would say that for a person who's having a long-term view and is bullish on India, go for India. And this is the right time. The markets have also corrected.
Yes.
Go for it. Go for the kill.
Okay. And for the next 1 year?
Next 1 year, ma'am, I'm very bullish on silver also. I feel silver may break some records in the coming few days. Gold is already there, but silver will also be exceptionally performing. So that's where I feel you should always be.
Okay, great. Amruta Fadnavis, thank you so much
Thank
for your
you.
time. It was lovely chatting with you today. Thank
Nice
you so
meeting you.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.